It's gone.
Ew. What's going on, guys? Okay. Don't know who you are, what that means. Get out of here with that crap. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. Happy Wednesday. This is Obe TA, man, where we apply technical analysis to charts, right? Any chart, stocks, crypto, whatever, man. Commodities, doesn't matter. If it's got a chart, you can apply this stuff to it and give yourself a little bit of an edge in this racket that is trading, right? Most people lose money in this kind of stuff. You got to do whatever you can to try and improve your odds, and that's all that this is about, man. It's just about improving your odds. If you're actually looking to do some trading. If not, I know, dude. You see that? What's going on, Danny? Welcome, man. And my first Russian bot, dude. We've made it. That's real, man. That's real. I'm getting some in the Discord too, so I don't know. I'll have to create my own because to be completely honest, man, if they came in and like attacked, I would have no clue what to do. So maybe something to look into eventually. Just haven't had a need up until this point. But yeah, man, this is what we do. We apply technical analysis to the charts, try to find an edge, areas that make sense, value areas to get in on an asset, all right? So we're not buying it at stupid levels, all right? That's really what we want to look to do here. So without further ado, we're going to start off with Bitcoin like we always do, man, all right? Bitcoin, as always, being the health of the overall market when it comes to crypto. If Bitcoin is sick, then it doesn't really make too much sense to take positions on other coins. No matter how good they look, oftentimes they will underperform, sell off if Bitcoin is looking bad, all right? But for the time being, all right, we're looking at Bitcoin right now in the 4 hour. Bitcoin is not looking terrible. The reason it's not looking terrible is you did break out of this kind of local supply line that you had started forming back here December 7th, all right? So 1, 2, 3 touches. You were seemingly regarded as resistance here the 21st, yesterday, on this 4 hour time scale. Closed below, but then you came back up, closed above it. And now for the last, I would say 3-4 hour sessions, you've been really actually 1, 2, 3, 4, last 5 4-hour sessions, you've been regarding this local supply line as support, okay? That's what you want to look for when you break out of trend lines like this. You want to break out of them. It makes sense to come back down, test them and hold them as support before running again, right? That's oftentimes what you see with breakouts of trend lines. That's why you draw trend lines in the first place, to see if price will either break it or reject off of it and confirm resistance, confirm more resistance, right? But so far so good, man. Holding on to it, and what this will eventually do, hopefully, is strengthen the argument that you come back up to test 50,000. So while Bitcoin is showing some good stuff, right? Everybody's kind of looking at it, myself included. I was pretty certain it was going to 43 after this low here. Now everybody's kind of shifting the conversation. They're looking, are we going back to all-time highs, right? The conversation is different right now. We fall below this, break below, and don't go up to test 50, then yeah, I mean, I really don't know how much patience the market can have to calm down and hold it for, what would this be, a 6th consecutive low, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, calm down and make another lower low, or another same low, a triple hole. I don't really see I don't really see that happening, but right now, pretty good. Okay, so keep holding this. It's fine. The next step that I would say Bitcoin needs to do is, like I said, break 50,000. All right, so 50,000, we look left here. Okay, regarded at this point back here, March 25th, all right? And it's just, 50,000 just comes with kind of a double whammy, right? The reason that this was regarded as support, 50,000 is a very psychological number. So not only was it regarded once before, so we have that context, we also know that it is a very psychological number in Bitcoin's price, right? So breaking above 50, people are going to be freaking out, okay? Break below 50, people were freaking out. It's because 50,000 just right in the middle of 100, right? As of right now, we're closer to 0 than 100,000. And once we get to 50,000 and $1, we're closer to 100 than 0, okay? People love to say that kind of stuff. It's just very psychological number, man. So it's a psychological number. We have the confirmation that it was regarded as support before, so will probably be resistance on the way back up. We also have this supply line dating back to November 10th, all right? So this upper line here, and let me just specify that a supply line is the upper trend line, all right? Supply being absorbed and where price will sell off. The bottom line is what we call the demand line. So if we were to do something like this, all right, or even if we want to use that wick, this would be a demand line, all right? So when price gets down to that level, to that line, we expect that demand will outweigh supply and push the price back up, all right? So the inverse true, if supply outweighs demand, then the price will come down, and the trend lines just paint a little picture of that, okay? So as of right now, this upper trend line, the supply line, is resistance, okay? So you'll notice that it kind of intersects pretty well with the horizontal 50,000. So in essence, you need to come up, you gotta break the trend line and horizontal psychological 50,000, all right? So you got kind of a triple whammy going on here. Gotta run and grab dinner, save space for the... Yeah, dude, space is at the end, man. We will definitely take a look at it. But yeah, dude, you're good. I appreciate you stopping by, man. But, yeah, so really want to go ahead and break this daily supply line now. All right. And most likely you'll be breaking the horizontal 50,000 as well. So right now it's okay. Okay. We're trying to hold the local supply line on that 4 hour. It's not really confirmed yet. All right. We need a breakout, something strong, some strong candle action. Move it back to the 4 hour, right? So you've got like indecision candles, which is okay. Indecision, indecision, indecision. Right now, 1 hour and 20 to paint this one would be another little indecision candle. We need something like a bullish engulfing candle, something strong, right? A strong candle to show like, okay, we've tested, the market has confirmed that they're regarding the supply line as support. Let's make a run back up to 50,000, okay? Right now, you're kind of just waiting for that confirmation. So it's not bad that you're testing it and holding it, and it's not great that you haven't sprung off of it yet, right? And that's kind of the play here. We don't really know if it's going to hold. So does it make sense to take a position right now? Not really, because we don't know if it's going to hold or not. We don't know anything really at all. All we can do is take chances in areas with higher probabilities, okay? All right, dude, get out of here. These bots, dude, I don't really know. I mean, there's only 3 so far, but... Hold on a sec. Let me see if... Let me try and do some admin here, I guess. Bright. Very bright. Let me see something. Hold on. Okay. Alright, I can remove some of these things. Cool. Let's just do that real quick. Alright, cool. Nice, sweet. Alright. Damn, man. Can't imagine like a real run. I don't really know what I'll do. Okay, but yeah. So, I don't really remember what I was saying. Trying to hold this 4 hour supply line as of right now. But, yeah, man. Need to break it. Need to confirm it and then break the daily supply line, alright? That's your next move, man. 50,000 is really the mark to take. And if we can break above 50,000 and then come down and start confirming it as support, all right, then 53 is really the next level. We got that shoulder back here from September 7th, okay, regarded multiple times throughout history as support and resistance. So really get above 53, and then from there I'd probably say the all-time high would probably be the next move there. I get ahead of myself. You've got peaks. There's a lot, man. There's a lot to get through. But I would say that a break above 53 would be a very strong indication that the trend has reversed back towards the upside, right? That this bottom is legit bottom. And now we just head up to test these levels, which I feel more comfortable about, going there from where we currently are. All right, but don't get ahead of yourself. Get above 50 first, and then we can talk about, maybe layering in or something. All right. So yeah, man. Let's move it along here. I want to take a look at. Let's see. Next up, let's take a look at total market cap. All right. All right. So taking a look at total. You can see there was just exhaustion going on with the selling, right? We have negative momentum has just been waning all the way up until this point. We are at, 2.28. So we got up into this green zone, this peak back here from April 16th. We were above it. We are now once again below it. All right, so we haven't confirmed breaking that resistance yet. And then from there, the next peak up here, September 6th. So that's at 2.452. So let me take a look at the 4 hour real quick. Yeah, the 4 hour just with, double Class A bullish divergence stuff. So, the signs were there that there was going to be some kind of reversal. All right. And I'll be the first one to admit that I was a little bit spooked by the fact that we were just making consecutive lower lows. Testing, multiple times, once, twice is cool, even 3 times, like a triple bottom, but like 4th and 5th, you really don't see that a lot without it dumping. So the fact that it's got this little rally going on is kind of interesting, but was definitely showing signs of exhaustion, right? So I'm not surprised there, but in order to know that this is legit, we need to start breaking, discernible peaks and breaking these resistance points with some convincing price action. All right, so all good. This song is bumming me out. Hold on, that was bumming me out. I had to switch it up. Frosty. All right, dude. So yeah, we want to get it back above 2.296, 2.3. and close there, okay? As far as the total market cap is going. There are some outperformers, we'll take a look at them, but total market cap still below this peak back here. Would love to see it get above that, all right? But yeah, you don't have like bearish divergence or anything on the 4 hour, which, it's good. You've got, you've taken some local highs, right? You've taken the high here from the 19th and the high from the 16th. You're above those, okay? You're technically above this high back here from December 12th. So this is what we're talking about. So you want to calm down now and start regarding these little peaks, like this one, for example, regarded as supports, and start making some higher lows, all right? That's what we want to start seeing, and then making higher highs, all right, and continue. Right now we're in the beginning stages of it. It's like, okay, we've broken some local highs. Now it's time to start making some higher lows. All right. You can't know that the reversal is in just from one higher high at this point. All right.
Right.
So let's go ahead and move it to Ethereum. This one's not going to be too long. Honestly, I got some, one of my best friends just got engaged. So we're going to go out and get some wings and stuff to celebrate. Probably be less than an hour this stream. Sorry if it comes across rushed or whatever, but happy times, man. All right. How you doing, Hindsight? You chilling? Cool. All right, man. Let's take a look at Ethereum here. Move it over to the daily first. Yeah, so the daily, I mean, you're trying to get above this wick high from September 3rd, but you are definitely above the body here. All right, this shoulder back here, which is around what, $4,000. So you're literally, as we speak, price is at exactly $4,000. So you are fighting for dear life to get above 4,000, hold 4,000, close 4,000. Really, this peak is all good and everything, but 4,000 being that hard number, the zeros and everything, psychological resistance, you need to be above 4,000, close above 4,000 to confirm, bullishness on Ethereum. Not to say that long-term Ethereum is not bullish. You just go to the weekly and zoom out, and you'd have to be an idiot to say that Bitcoin or Ethereum is not bullish. But as far as locally shorter time frames within the next month or so, 4,000 is an important level, man. If you close below that, I mean, you're heading back down to 3,687. These peaks here from September 16th, October 7th, and fall below that. I mean, hopefully Fibonacci's will help you out, but more than likely this consolidation area around like 3,165. Right around 3,000. It's also where the 200-day moving average is hanging out. So hold 4,000. Bitcoin, just keep holding this thing. Go back up to test 50 and break it and hold it, right? And you could definitely see a spring off from here, right? It all depends on what Bitcoin wants to do, man. So 50,000 for Bitcoin. We need it. We need it. All right, but you certainly had a Class A bullish divergence going on Ethereum on the daily. Class C bullish divergence, that's when you have a same low on the oscillator down here. So same low on the oscillator with a lower low in price. Class C, a little bit weaker. Divergence nonetheless though. So showing this kind of divergence, you just went green on the MACD for the first time since December 3rd. So it's been about 20 days of negative momentum, just went positive with this Class A bullish divergence. Ethereum, you could see a move on Ethereum soon. As long as Bitcoin hangs out, Ethereum might get a little pop and head up here to like, 4,500, something like that. We will see, all right? But, yeah, so that's Ethereum, man. Hindsight, dude, what's going on, brother? You chilling? All right, let's move it over to, let's take a look at Binance coin here. All right, another one that is above important levels. All right, these peaks back here, September 5th, August 25th, hanging out above $520. As long as above $520, you've got this local demand line down here. All right, you've got the 3 touches on it. It is valid. You are also kind of coming into what is known as a symmetrical triangle, though, which is a neutral pattern more than anything. Doesn't really indicate price either which way. But hold above these 2 peaks back here, man. That's good, because it was also regarded as support here November 18th. So you're at a very important level, and you're above that level. Let me see. We got any divergence or anything? All right, let's take a look at the 4-hour. This is what I wanted to look at. It's showing some interesting stuff. If you're looking at this going, what the hell is this crap?
Right.
I'll explain it. All right, so we move it to the 4-hour. Notice that we do have this supply line up above us, right? We do have class, what is it? What is this Class A? No, so we didn't even have, right? Higher low with lower lows. Yeah, so we didn't have divergence necessarily, but definitely some double bottom stuff, some higher lows, right? Accumulation, 1, 2 here. So showing signs of accumulation, which is good. Negative momentum is definitely waning in that regard. You do have, you're coming up trying to take this local high. You haven't quite succeeded yet. Your positive momentum's about the same. Now, what I want to talk about is this red pattern here, though, all right? This is a harmonic pattern, just like this gray one back here. This was what is called a bullish shark, all right? So notice the pattern completion zone at the 886, at historical levels of peaks and valleys. We got a reaction off of it. We got a reaction off, and then we made a slightly higher low, okay? This is important stuff to look for if you're doing harmonics. And harmonics, again, are just extensions of Fibonacci. All right, so from X to A down to B, B to C, C to D. And then X to D is, you'll notice this green 886 line from the Fibonacci, from the X point to the high point C, is about 88.6% of a retrace down. That's indicative of the shark, right? Higher C point, 886. Had a major reaction off it. I mean, you caught a humongous bullish engulfing candle on the 4 hour, came down, made a slightly higher low, which is just confirmation of the pattern itself. So here's what we need to look out for, though. You do have this supply line looming overhead. You also have the 200-day moving average overhead. This red one is what is called a bearish Gartley. This is the Gartley pattern. This is when B has a point of 618 with pattern completion zone to 786. Again, remember you have a 3% swing, so if it's not perfect, it's okay. But maybe if you could see it better if it was right side up, right upside down. So here's what you want to look for, because if we were looking at it this way, it would come down and you would look to see a reaction here off of what would be a demand line in upside down world. But since we're in right side up world, you have the supply line, which typically acts as resistance at the pattern completion zone of a bearish Gartley, the Gartley being the strongest harmonic that we have, right around the 200-day moving average. All right, so this zone right here, definitely a zone of resistance for potential reversal. All right, so you want to be aware of this. Doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to come up and sell out, but you definitely want to be aware and look for the signs of treating this as resistance again, right? It makes sense if price were to reverse back towards the downside, depending on, I don't know how much. I don't know how much of a move, but that's an area you want to watch out for, all right? So just be careful for that, okay? Keep your eyes on that. All right, man. Cool. So that's pretty much it for Binance Coin. I think that's where you're heading, right up to around 557, 558, but definitely have some scary stuff going on at that point. All right. And yes, sure, you've got some Class A on the MACD, but not really so much on the RSI. So that's an important point to talk about as well, but I'll get to that on another coin, because I do believe I had a better example of that on another one. All right, so let's move it over to DOT. All right, so DOT here, talking about harmonics, good lord. DOT was an outperformer today, up 10% on the day. All right. Now, this red harmonic here is not a shark. The reason I wanted to put it here is just because from this low point back here, this area of selling off, this discernible swing low that we had, right, point X, if you threw a Fibonacci on it and brought it to the high point, the top, you would notice that the 113 is right around where price is starting to reverse, all right? And you do have a M-type shape going on, right? So you've got this M going here, which is what the harmonics are composed of. M's are for the bullish ones, W's for the bearish ones. While point C is too high for a shark. C can't go any higher than the 1618. All right, that's your high point. It is showing characteristics of the shark, and it's got that 113. So you got the M shape, you got the 113. Price is starting to reverse there a bit. You also, same kind of story though, you've got this overhead trend line that you've had back since November 9th, right up against the 200-day moving average for the daily. All right. Now, I do like where you're at as far as being above 2740. You'll see this valley here from September 21st touched it, regarded again September 29th. All right, and then peak back here from June 3rd. So this is an area of resistance that is lining up perfectly with your supply line here, this trend line. So you're above the horizontal, need to break the trend line, and then need to break the 200-day moving average. So right now is a very strong level of resistance. So if you're DOT and you can break above that and then hold the 200-day moving average and start showing signs here of reversal, it's like then you got to get back. That's the thing, man. On the way up, it's like all this resistance, because then you got all these points back here that regarded 32.13 as resistance. But you break 32.13, there's really nothing much until like $40. All right, so you're in this zone here. I don't really like it too much, but you get up here, regard that, come up, break this. Then it's probably a fast track up to $40, at which point that's like, you know, quick little 20% gain. I like that. Break that with something decisive so that I know it's real. And then just put the stop loss right below the what would then be support, right? Put it right below 20% move, risking like 4%. You could even chuck it off a little bit. You got 4.76 to 1 odds at that point. I like that trade, man. All right. But yeah, you don't want to buy DOT right now. Up 10% on the day at major points of resistance, okay? This is not when you want to buy it. You could easily see it cool off, pull down, and just be in the red immediately. All right, you don't want to do that. So anybody that holds DOT, congrats on the day. Solid gains, but if we're trying to project, we need to confirm and break all of this stuff. All right. Cool. Let's take a look at Cardano real quick, man. All right, so Cardano, the $1.20 being a steel wall of support. All right, and just look at all the support, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times it regarded $1.20. This is on the 4-hour, but regarded it as support. It's an obvious level of support. You'd have to be crazy to say that it's not. If it's no, it's not, dude. It's only $. No, $1.20 is definitely holding here. You know, right around the 886 from your swing low back here in July up to the peak that happened in September. So, dude, I mean, this is a strong level. Now, what to keep in mind with this, like I said before, if you do in fact break $1.20, I mean, you're going straight to $1. More than likely. Very strong chance, all right? Now, that is going to be its own bear of a support, so that's fine. But, yeah, your next point to get above is $1.50, man. I think that's where you're headed. Same kind of deal with this, right? It had its supply line, broke out of the supply line, had a little indecision before, you know, having a major bullish engulfing candle. It's really good. This is the price action you want to see after breaking a trend line. All right, so now you're above these little local peaks. Come down, hold those as supports, okay, before making a higher low, and then coming back up to $1.50. That's the next level that you're most likely heading to. You have these peaks, sure, but really that trend line was the thing to break. So $1.50's in the sights, man. All right. And then you got the 200-day moving average coming down on you as well. So you might have to deal with that before the 150 mark, but it makes the most sense. There's potentially some more upside on this. You're close to overbought, not too bad, but definitely not on the daily. Yeah, daily looks fine. Probably throw a trend line on the RSI, actually. All right, so that's just another point here, right? You break this RSI trend line, you have a really strong argument for going back to $1.50 to test that, okay? And $1.50 just being this discernible swing here, right? July 5th, point of resistance here, April 16th, March 17th, and then this wick high over here from February 27th, right? So $1.50, just like $1.20 is being really strong support, $1.50 is very strong resistance, okay? And $1 is very strong support. So we'll see. You might just be range bound in here for a little while if you do in fact get up there. Because that's the thing, you can now come up, project off of it, hold this again, right? And then it's just a matter of which one's gonna give, right? And depending on what Bitcoin's doing, if Bitcoin decides it wants to dump, yeah, you're probably heading down to $1. All right, but if the bottom really is in for Bitcoin and you're testing, you come down, you test again, and Bitcoin's running, good, dude, you're breaking through 150 and you're heading straight up to like 175. And then from there up to that peak, well, you have all this consolidation now. So I guess we'll see, but yeah. Bitcoin does have its stuff together. Yeah, Cardano is most likely breaking $1.50. All right. And then from there, you're most likely going to $2. we're moving in increments of 50 cents. All right. All right, guys. If you're watching this later, whenever you're watching this, do me a favor. If you see this, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. All right, it would really help me out to get some more eyes on this thing. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Are you not entertained?
Let's move it to Solana here. Whenever the computer feels like loading, we'll wait.
Oh, do ya?
All right, so Solana actually I have an active trade set up on, and the reason for it is on the 4 hour, I like this ascending triangle structure we got going on, all right? So typically the way you would measure this down, now the ascending triangle is a bullish pattern, a bullish formation, all right? It's when you have same highs with higher lows leading up into the point here, this apex, all right? So typically the way to measure this move, and it's called the measured move, is to measure from the top of the structure to the bottom and place it on the apex. Now this does get a little bit funky when you move it around. It likes to change the size of it, but really the measured move would get you back up to this peak over here around December 3rd. So that's a move of about 28%, okay? So if you do in fact break out of this ascending triangle, come down, confirm it as support, you're most likely running up to that, running up to like here. All right. Yeah, you got some peaks back here. I think it was regarded like, okay, so I mean, you got a peak here at like 215. That's why I measured that as the first target. But from this point right here, it's a move about 18%. Okay, risking. We have that bottom in at below this peak. Yeah, we could even move that up a little bit. Move that up. Move it below the peak. There we go. There's your 3-to-1 odds right there. All right, you're below this wick high back from October 3rd. Definitely a point of resistance. Hopefully a point of support on the way back down. So you're risking about 6%, about 18.46 upside, 3-to-1 odds. And then the second target is the measured move. All right, so it's just this peak back here from December 2nd. And then the third target's just the all-time high. Maybe a little bit beyond. I thought it was just the all-time high. We're gonna move that down to the all-time high. I don't know why that was up there. All right. So, interesting, right? I almost would want to wait to actually break out of the ascending triangle and then take the trade on the back test of the horizontal support. That's how you should do it if you're patient. Okay. So, let me be correct here. Wait for the breakout of the triangle. All right. You always need that confirmation. But you break out of that triangle, man, yeah, it could be a one-way trip to 240. All right, man. Cool.
Are you guys having a killer time?
But yeah, just on top of it, Solana, I believe on the 4 hour had some divergence going on. Yeah, so this low back here, okay, showing some hidden bullish divergence type stuff. I do believe, yeah, only on the MACD really. So the divergence is kind of weak, but you do have a little bit. So again, as long as Bitcoin can continue moving, it does look like it is regarding this top as resistance once again. So again, you're getting close to the apex. It's when a move will be made. If Bitcoin can keep its stuff together, continue to the upside, or make a big move up to 50,000, then you'll probably break out of the ascending triangle to the upside, right? But if it decides to sell off, it'll probably fail. All right, so move it over now to a BAT. All right, basic attention token, definitely having some hidden bullish divergence going on, right? Higher lows, lower low on the oscillator. All right, at least on the MACD, this is on the 4 hour, but you kind of double topped up here. and then came down and made a higher low from your point back in December 15th, all right? So it's showing accumulation, it's good stuff. And you're now above those two peaks, right? That double top. Really kind of a triple top. You're counting this December 12th area here as well. So above $1.20, which you are barely above right now. You're getting back into it, but you want to be above $1.20, and you don't want to be regarding this 200-day moving average as resistance anymore. All right, you've had enough of that. So really hold $1.20, get above this 200-day moving average, and then I feel comfortable with this thing. Yeah, you're probably heading back to like $1.40. All right, that would make the most sense to me. All right, but accumulation, good stuff, man. After double tops like that, it's pretty good. Also had this trend line dating all the way back to, it's probably a daily trend line. Yeah, going off the bodies, right? Being respected. Pretty good, man. And the daily has all kinds of hidden bullish divergence. So you got this higher low going on. We're going by the bodies. You've got hidden bullish divergence on the MACD and the RSI for basic attention token, dude. So basic attention token actually looks really good. And the only spot that makes sense for this to go up to is $1.40. All right. And if you're looking at the daily, the body's pretty far above, right? It's almost, it's right at this sell-off point from December 13th. So Bitcoin can hold its stuff together, man. It's about to go positive for the first time since December 3rd. Again, like 20 days, right? So this is hidden bullish divergence that's been developing since the 14th. All right, it looks pretty dang good. You see assets make big moves with this kind of stuff all the time. All right. That is BAT, man. Nice.
Nice.
All right, let's take a look at Cody here. Cody looking kind of interesting. All right, same kind of deal, just regarding 29 cents as support. All right, also had it back here, back September. So we've been here before. All right, also breaking out of its supply line that it's had since December 1st. All right, breaking out of it and just going. Not even coming back really to test it, just continuing to go. Reclaim to a high that you had here from December 18th. Your next step, you got to get above this December 16th high. Just keep reclaiming highs, man. All right, and then of course you have the 200-day moving average coming down on you, but if you can get up here and meet it, and even if it rejects off and hold this other peak back here, all right, as support now, and then start heading back towards the upside, that's what you want to start seeing. All right, you're living in a dream. You're in a bubble if you think it's just going to do something like this. All right, it's just not going to do that. It could do something like this, come down, fail that, and come back down here, right, and then go down here. It's hard to say, but you might come down and then hold the 200-day moving average before going. That's probably what it'll do before heading up and then testing and holding, stuff like that. So, yeah, it very rarely just goes up or down. If we're looking at like a 4-hour time frame, right? Move it to the weeklies and stuff. Sometimes you'll just see price just looks like it definitely just goes straight up, down, up, down, up, down. But that's what you want to play, right? The assets that do that a lot, you want to try and catch it here, right? Because it's already done it 1, 2, 3, 4 times. You start showing divergence, stuff like that, it's probably going to repeat, do the same thing, go straight up. So, but yeah, low value areas, confirming support. I mean, high value areas. All right. Keep doing its thing, man. We'll see. Again, Bitcoin wants to start selling off. It's going to dump as well. The daily is actually testing the 200-day moving average right now. So, struggling with it a little bit. 49 minutes to close, but was above it for a second and now is back below it. So, we'll see, man. Hopefully the market doesn't take that rejection too hard. Start sending it back down, but maybe, we'll see. All right. Really want to see Bitcoin get over 50 and hold it to feel more confident in the altcoins. All right, so now we're going to move it to the active trade setup, one that I'm just having a lot of fun with, dude. Space Virgin Galactic. So this is Richard Branson's company, stock, whatever, it's flying people into space, doing double bottom kind of stuff at I mean, if this isn't high value, I don't really know what is. And this, like I just said, is an asset that just does this kind of stuff, right? Really volatile. So once it gets to this point, many times it actually goes straight up, right? 1, 2, this one, 3. So we're back down there again, all right? Looks familiar. Not only are we just down there, we're showing all, like double Class A bullish divergence, stuff like that. So we're showing double Class A bullish divergence, right, on the MACD and the RSI, and that's a super important point, and this is why you want to have the MACD and the RSI indicators, because oftentimes you'll get bullish divergence on the MACD, but it won't be showing on the RSI yet. So you might get single Class A on the MACD, and that's just it by itself. Okay, it's all right. It's kind of weak, but it's okay. Oh, this is the beginning, dude. So you're pretty much in the beginning. We're good. All I said, if you missed it, was the way that this asset behaves historically is just up. It's very volatile, right? So it's just like up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, especially at this level. So this is why I'm so intrigued by it, is because of the volatility that it's had historically, especially at this level. Here, right? It just goes straight up, straight up. So hopefully showing signs of exhaustion and everything down here will catch a very similar move to what it's done historically and just, shoot up to this high point back here realistically from November. And then maybe beyond, right? That's why we have 3 targets. But what it's doing, as I was saying, was Class A bullish divergence on the MACD, and now you also have it on the RSI, all right? So you have a higher low on the RSI as well as on the MACD now for the first time, and you bullishly engulfed yesterday, all right? So you bullishly engulfed yesterday, and today kind of looks like it just did nothing, but it's not true. So what it did today, which is what it needed to do, it broke above $14.26, which has just been a level of support historically. You can see these valleys back here, all right? This is an important level. Was that June 11th, came down, touched it, May 11th, right? You are back above that. Not only are you back above it, the 4-hour touched it, confirmed it as support before coming back up and creating this like hammer looking type candle, right? So this is all good stuff, man. This is good stuff. Breaking above what's going to be resistance, confirming it, holding it as support, showing Class A bullish divergence on multiple time scales, right? You've got double Class A bullish divergence on the 4-hour on the RSI, and really on the MACD as well. So you're getting double Class A bullish divergence on the 4-hour. You're getting double Class A bullish divergence on the daily with bullish divergence on the RSI finally, right? At levels that just make sense. Double bottoming, confirming, right? You have technically like an evening star going on down here from yesterday's candle, dude. It's really, really good. This is exactly what you want to start seeing when an asset is selling off. All right? That's pretty much it, man. So today, what needed to happen today was to just hold above $14.20, like $14.26, that historical support, and you accomplished that. So it's like step 1, divergence. You've got a ton of it. Step 2, candle confirmation. You've got that right here, a very strong one, right? Step 3, get above prior resistance and confirm it and hold it. Okay, you've done that too. So don't really know what else it would need to do to make a move up, all right? At least to the local high back here from December 9th, right? If it didn't do that, I would be shocked. But this is why you also have your stop losses in, all right? Stop loss down at like $13.44. Got to protect your ass, all right? But, yeah, man, space. Super excited to see how this one plays out. Yeah, dude. Exactly. Yep. It's really pretty amazing, man. It's pretty cool to just be able to look left and just see points that were like touched multiple times throughout history as support, right? And it's like you're back there again and it's doing it again, right? So it doesn't always happen But when it does, and it's confirming stuff, you have to pay attention to that, man. And it's like, if you're up here and you've gapped, and let's say you're at, $18, right? Even a little bit lower. It's like, you can look left and just see, where has price touched multiple times before going back up? Oh, okay. All right, $14.20. 1, 2, 3. Okay, stayed above 4, 5, right? So it's like, it's just an area that would make more sense than anywhere else to buy the asset if you're looking to get in at areas of support and areas that you're not overbought and extended up, right? Like, why would you ever buy it here at 56.89 after it's gone straight up and you've got a peak of resistance looking left over there? Like, it just doesn't make sense. But again, if you're just looking at a number on a phone and everybody's around you is just squawking like a bunch of chimps, you're going to get into it just because you're going to feel pressured and you don't want to miss out, right? But that's the worst time to be buying it. Down here, dude, nobody's talking about space right now. They mark it as a sell, okay? If you were to just come down here and look at it, it'd be like, oh, sell it. And it's like, dude, no. You don't sell it here, all right? This is the area you take longs on. And if it fails, then it fails, man. And you're down, you lose 11% of your, 10% of your portfolio position or whatever. Okay. I'm not telling you to throw the house at it. But these are the areas that make sense to get in, all right? This is a perfect example of what to look for when looking to swing trade an asset, man. Swing trade is just the swing of the current trend. If it's down, we're looking for the area that it looks like it's going to swing back to the upside. That's where we get in. Okay.
Are you not entertained?
All right, man. Yeah, dude. That was pretty much it. I know you just got back, man, but I got some plans, some friends I got to meet, engagement. Buddy just got engaged, so he's in the Discord. He doesn't really talk much anymore, but yeah, I'm gonna go meet up, get some wings and whatnot. But yeah, man, like you said, I saved it for last for ya. Hope it was good enough.
That's not good enough.
All right, and I'm glad you're in on this one with me, man. I'm excited about this one. All right, and you can find this stuff. There's other assets out there that probably look like this. You just gotta scan and look for yourself, right? But yeah, dude, looking good. Of course, man. Got it. Well, I don't know if you saw. Did you see, dude? Check out Hindsight, dude. He got an upgrade. Mostly reserved for when people are like, yeah, dude, I should have took a mortgage out in 2017 and put it on Bitcoin or wherever I'd be rich, right? That's when he goes Super Saiyan, right? Normally he's just chilling. He'll come in and he'll say some stuff. But when you start really saying some crazy stuff like that, I should have bought Amazon back in the day, dude. I'd be rich. It's like, okay. He's going Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan Hindsight, dude. That's right. Alright. But yeah, dude. Trying to have some more fun with this stuff. Making money is cool and everything, but I want you guys to have fun as well. I understand that this stuff can be boring to a lot of people. Part of the reason as to why I wanted to do this, right? Just to meet more like-minded people, and because this stuff is cool with me, right? It's exciting to me. So, yeah, man. Pretty much it. So, I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna go get ready. Some wangs. And we're gonna go ahead and call this one, man. Alright, I will be back. What is today? Wednesday? Friday, Christmas Eve. Can't promise that I'll be here on Christmas Eve. I probably won't. If I'm not, I might try to throw one in tomorrow then, like a quick one, short one, do a little update or something. But yeah, man, if I don't see you guys until maybe Monday, all right, depending on what the holidays have in store, I hope you guys have a great Christmas. I hope you have a great holiday, whatever you celebrate, man. Live it up. Praise your Lord, whatever you want to do, man. Enjoy some good food, some good people, hug your family, and as always, you have a good night too, brother. And remember, Danny and everybody else that's seen this, love your family, hug your family, enjoy the good times, and always, more important than that, keep it technical. Our pies.